That's the good stuff. Maple coffee. Alrighty. Whew. Fired up tonight. Get fired up for tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. I've used this fantastic option before. Leyline of Combustion. Whenever us or one of our permanents is the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, Leyline of Combustion deals 2 damage to the opponent. And it's a leyline, so any number we have in our opening hand straight onto the battlefield. It makes Thoughtseize extra painful, Blood Tithe Harvester, any sort of removal, but also keep in mind Vein Ripper, continuing to look for options that could help against that very nasty, potentially scary card. I imagine we're going to face Rakdos Vampires again tonight, at least once. I would be surprised if we don't face it once a night, and it is nice starting off a little bit earlier tonight, I must say. Hopefully that's a trend that can continue, but I'll always try my best. You will see some changes, a little, well, kind of pretty massive changes, I guess, over the past few weeks. I was using Arboreal Grazer, but I just wanted to try not using it. There is always time and always room for improvement to test out different stuff. I was using Blossoming Tortoise for quite some time there. Entering, milling 3 cards, getting a land from my graveyard onto the battlefield. Hopefully I milled a card. Reduces the cost, activation cost of Castle Garenbreak. Blossoming Tortoise, lovely stuff. A fantastic option. Should always be quite good. Arboreal Grazer as well. 1 green is 0/3. When it enters, you put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. You may. Sometimes, though, the painful cases, the worst cases of Arboreal Grazer were they weren't sitting too well. Of course, there is a pretty low land count. 18, 19. I know, crazy. 19 lands tonight. I still might trim that, but going to a more regular 22, 24 with Stampede Dinos, flooded way too much because these lands are efficient. For anybody that isn't familiar, you package a few lands and you make a lot of mana. 2 Sunken Citadels, Castle Garenbrig, boom. You've got 6 green. That is lovely stuff. That is the optimal case. Sprinkle in some other lands. My goodness, but 20, 24, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe going to 24 with this list. Most lists don't have many things, 12, 14 spells or more. Sometimes that dig for a land to see it. You hit your land drops, you assemble the combo. It works. But Arboreal Grazer, getting back to that, you often want to make use of its ability, starting off with 2 lands, 3 lands, hopefully, but at the very least, if you start off with 2, you get the Grazer down. At the very least, you would have Sylvan Scrying ready to go on turn 2, possibly. Usually it is the case. Arboreal Grazer puts a land that always enters tapped anyways, so that is extra efficient on turn 1. It might be Sunken Citadel. Oftentimes, I was naming Beast with Cavern of Souls just to get Arboreal Grazer down. Boom. Get the Sunken. Sylvan Scrying, turn 2 to grab Castle Garenbrig, and we're in a very good position. Hopefully seeing Nurture. Oh, I forgot Nurturing Bristleback. I was wondering why I had so much base. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it like that. Something looked odd today on lunchtime when I was tweaking things. That is what is odd. Nurturing Bristleback is not in here. It should be. It should work. Pugnacious Hammerskull would be Nurturing Bristleback. I wanted to try Pugnacious again just to have another big body. Just kind of missed it. I was thinking Pugnacious would be the switch up from Arboreal Grazer, because Arboreal sometimes isn't putting an extra land out. I have a hand with 2 Arboreal Grazers or sometimes 3. That's not fun. Not at all. Very, very bad. But if I had a hand with 2 Pugnacious Hammerskulls, I'd feel quite a bit better. Absolutely. And having low land counts, there's a pretty low chance of seeing a bunch of extra lands for Grazer. Even though it's best case scenario, putting a Sunken out as the extra land or a Castle Garenbrig, something like that, it is good. But similar to Blossoming Tortoise, Arboreal Grazer's worst case scenario is definitely, well, they don't feel too good. Well, yeah, we'll see how it is. Nurturing Bristleback, Forest Cycling for 2 to grab anything that is a forest type. The Stomping Ground Commercial District or the Underground Mortuary. Now I still have the Culling Ritual. Very good, very easy. Sylvan Scrying able to grab it. Nurturing Bristleback able to grab Underground Mortuary. But again, Nurturing Bristleback is not in here, so we'll leave it as is. A little bit of an oopsie, but not too much, because I think we're still going to do devastating stuff. My goodness. Getting back to Pugnacious, though. It's a big creature, a big dinosaur, but it doesn't have trample. And I really have been liking, again, Surrak and Goreclaw. Other creatures you control have trample. Good stuff. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, you put a counter on it and it gets haste. Redundancy for haste, I've used it before in the past. Xenagos. Xenagos as well, to double a creature and give it haste. Good. Nylea, reduce everybody. There you go. And Goreclaw. Well, both Goreclaws. I think that is lovely. Lovely stuff to have. Both of them. Possibly Surrak. I might add him in at some point here. We'll see. The tamer version. Surrak Dragonclaw. Creatures you control can't be countered, and I think all creatures you control have trample as well. He is pretty fantastic counterspell protection, but this is mostly dinosaurs, so I think Cavernous Souls it's good enough. It's good enough. We'll see how it goes. It could be absolutely fantastic. Sometimes it is. Get the job done. Absolutely flooded, especially with those 19 lands. I think that's going to be alright. And going up to 19, we may not be missing Nurturing Bristleback quite so much. We'll see lands a little bit more, but also Up the Beanstalk. That is good too. I've missed it quite a bit. It's good against basically everybody. It's not super amazing against everybody, but it enters, we draw a card. Pretty much everybody else, over a third of the deck, we draw a card, which, well, that makes a whole lot of sense. Palani's Hatcher, Regisaur, Xenagos, that's 9. Carnage Tyrant, 13. 14. Plus another 8. 22. 23. Over a third of the deck draws a card off of Up the Beanstalk. The more Up the Beanstalks you have, the better. The more Arboreal Grazers you have, doesn't exactly do too much. It can win me games against aggro, and it has. You guys might have seen that mono red aggro match I had a few days ago. Arboreal Grazer was the sole reason I won, but even though it helps in those scenarios buying me time, does it help more often than it hurts, or at least does nothing? Hard to say. I really wish I should record everything, write down maybe a little bit of a journal, every single match that I have, my thoughts on it, something like that. Maybe I'll do that in the Discord, perhaps. We'll see. But still, pick your poison against the Vein Ripper, pairing that with Leyline of Combustion, because the Vein Ripper's ability, whenever a creature dies, 2 damage, or we lose 2 life to target opponents. They can't target us. Well, they can. They have to. It's not may. So they're forced to take 2 damage. It negates the 2 life that they gain, and if I have 2 Leylines of Combustion, they'll end up taking... Okay, well, look... there we go. Absolutely perfect hand. Yeah, I'm looking at 6 green mana. Eventually, Goreclaw to reduce most of the deck by 2? I could go Commune. We'll see what's on top with Commercial District. Huh. You know what? I'll keep Sylvan Scrying there. I won't go with Commune. Sylvan Scrying is going to grab the second Sunken next turn. And then we set up for the Castle Garenbrig, making 7 mana. 7 mana on turn 4. They're basically dead. If I get Ghalta Stampede Tyrant at any point afterwards, they're dead. On the spot, possibly. Hopefully it's not a Vein Ripper. Okay. We're not dead yet. Oh, what? Okay. Huh. Well, how about that? Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Oh, that's not Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. But I think I like Tyrranax Rex the best. Maybe take out Soren. Make him snoring. I like Goreclaw. Hopefully it lives. But I do. Oh yeah. Goreclaw reduces Nylea. That's pretty cool. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. It's pretty sweet. Nylea Keen-Eyed is a creature in our hand. Even if you don't have enough green devotion, you need at least 5 to make her a creature. So now I'm sitting at 3 reduction for every single creature. Basically, Palani's Hatcher costs 2. Tyrranax Rex costs 4. I can play both of them next turn if they don't take out either. Well, they're dead if that mixture sticks around. Hopefully. Oh, the Champion of Dusk. Oh, that's a card. Dig for that removal. I think they have it. I'd be surprised if they didn't. Boy, they haven't killed it yet. Now they'll sacrifice Champion. Maybe. Okay, that's also pretty good, but this should hopefully do the trick. I would think. You would imagine. I can play Palani's for 2, Tyrranax for 4, and Pugnacious for 1. And I'm still left with Castle Garenbrig. Everybody, hey, look at this. Look at this.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Yeah, that's what it's all about. See you later, buddy. I'm pretty sure that's good game. Oh. Yeah, that's mostly, maybe, pretty much. 6, 5, 7. Yeah, I think that does the trick. 18. Ooh, down to 1. That's not great. Painful a little bit. Where's Ghalta Stampede Tyrant when you need it? Ouch. I'll take out the Champion of Dusk. Yeah, that stops the most damage. I hope. I mean, we are at 3, but you never know. Okay. Maybe we'll be okay. Fatal Push, it is a little bit painful. Losing Goreclaw. Okay. Somebody hasty. Regisaur Alpha might just pack the punch we're looking for. Now the question becomes... Yeah, Castle Garenbrig to start. I want to maybe activate Nylea. We could potentially see some fantastic creature. 2, 3. Still at 3. Huh. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, we're not going to be busting through, sadly. Almost. Ghalta and Mavren does tend to do the trick. Huh. I'm just used to the Vein Ripper. Pick your poison. Well, it doesn't do a whole lot. With Ghalta and Mavren, that is not a flying creature, sadly. Leyline of Combustion certainly could do the trick. Darn. Huh. Well, it's probably Vein Ripper. I would be surprised if it wasn't. Pugnacious Hammerskull could do good stuff. Possibly. But the least potential for good stuff. I still want to keep in Up the Beanstalk. I may be needing that ramp quite desperately. Do I like Culling Ritual? Well, perhaps. Taking out the tokens could be alright, but I don't think it's a lot of small stuff. No. Yes, definitely a rough game. Thanks for the luck. I'll certainly need it. It was so close, down to 1. I feel the pain, kind of like those mono red opponents when they take me down to 1 or 2. They're at full health, and then I'm able to drop Ghalta in a stunning fashion. I think I'll go with Leyline of Combustion, though. I'm going to hope it's not the Vein Ripper. I'm surprised, though, to see Ghalta and Mavren instead of that. Maybe it's both, of course. That would be extra painful, for sure. Oh, boy. That perfect hand, right? Well, pretty much perfect. We've got Commercial District plus the fantastic Castle Gernbig, Sylvan Scrying to grab Sunken Citadel. We will be able to make 6 green, I hope. Of course, we're not starting off with Leyline of Combustion. Unfortunately, that's always the rough thing. Do I like Nylea? I like Nylea. That could be good. A little bit of extra card advantage potential. Okay. Oh, I was a little bit scared there. It was going to be, you know what? Thoughtseize. Now I'm kind of wishing I had brought in Culling Ritual after seeing Knight of the Ebon Legion. Okay, that Thoughtseize had to be around somewhere at some point. And there it is. But, importantly, I turned Sunken Citadel, or I turned Sylvan Scrying into Sunken Citadel. I made it into a land, so they can't Thoughtseize away the Sunken that used to be Sylvan Scrying. Makes sense to me. Another Palani's hatchery. We will be able to get to eventually Palani's. Oh, kind of like Ghalta Primal Hunger. I think we'll go that route. It is nice to see Ghalta Primal Hunger once again, just because there is so few copies. It would be nice to play Palani's Hatcher with the 4 lands. Again, I can make 6 green, but I can't make enough. Oh. Okay, well, that's pretty good. That does tend to do the trick. It's Ghalta and Mavren. Either it's Ghalta and Mavren or the Vein Ripper. There's not a lot you can do about that. There's a little bit you can do about that. You have some spells, white, potentially Containment Priest, a couple other things where if a creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, you exile it. That's pretty good. Or a creature enters the battlefield tapped, or you stun it, or you bounce it, or you have some actual removal that doesn't require a creature, which is a little bit hard to come by with Dinos, I must say. Something that just straight up kills it. The splashing for black, though, I could sprinkle it in a little bit. Extinction Event, possibly, could be quite devastating against some opponents. Something that needs only that 1 black or that 1 blue. Very, very easy with Sylvan Scrying there. Pretty consistent. Sylvan Scrying and Nurturing Bristleback. Whew. We'll get her. We'll get her. Lovely to see Goreclaw again. I must say, it is always nice to see the stuff you have 1 ofs or 2 ofs pretty often. It's not going to stay that way, unfortunately, so I'll appreciate it while it happens. Well, it's not Rakdos Vampires with that Hull of the Storm Giants, so that's good. That's good. I'm not really sad facing it, but just have to find the absolute best thing for me to combat it. Not afraid, not afraid. Oko, Thief of Crowns, back with Eldraine. That didn't drain my positivity, so if that didn't, Rakdos Vampires will not. Field of the Dead? Nah. No problem. It looks like it might just be Izzet Phoenix, which is not a problem. Try to maybe stick Pugnacious Hammerskull. You know what? We're going to do that. At the very least, I would imagine, well, they probably have a Lightning Axe. At the very least, they would have to double up. Lightning Axe deals 5 damage. Pugnacious has that 6 toughness. Maybe they have to throw a Fiery Impulse and a Lightning Axe. That's pretty decent. Having to spend 2... Okay, or they bounce it. Alright. It's not the end of the world. Hopefully they spend some of their mana, and I can stick Goreclaw. I was thinking of... Okay, good. Very good. I was thinking of naming Bear for Cavern of Souls instead of Dinosaur, just to make sure Goreclaw stuck. And it will stick here, but the only problem is Goreclaw is almost guaranteed to die next turn. It has 3 toughness. Fiery Impulse is going to get rid of it. I'm just going to go with Commune. Sunken. Okay, that's good. That's good. Really should have done Commune first. Sunken to be my land for the turn. I wouldn't have played Pugnacious Hammerskull, so this might just work out a little bit better. Possibly. They don't have an Arclight Phoenix in the graveyard at the moment, so it's not super bad. Even if they had one, we'd still probably be able to get the job done. I would imagine they'll be discarding an Arclight Phoenix after... Oh, they don't. Well. Oh, okay. Okay, that's looking pretty bad. The question becomes... I'm going to try it. Yeah. We're doing it. We're doing it. Pretty sure it's countered or killed. I'd be surprised if that didn't happen. It's got to be. I'm going to try to hit them for 8 and see what they do. Really? Atwara. Goreclaw's dead. It's dead or it's bounced. If it's not, they die next turn. Okay, that's like I said. I figured it would happen, but if I draw a land that enters untapped, I'm able to make 8, so it still might not matter. We'll see. This is the thrilling part. I draw a land that enters untapped, they're dead. Oh, love it. Love it. Land enters untapped. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, it doesn't enter untapped. Would I like the Carnage Tyrant? Would I like 2 Pugnacious Hammerskulls? What's the most efficient thing? I can make 7 mana, one of that being red. I like 2 Pugnacious Hammerskulls. Make them sweat a little bit. Expend a bunch of resources. 2 bodies feels better than 1 body, even though that 1 body is Carnage Tyrant. I like making them squirm. Still no Arclight Phoenix, huh? Well, alrighty. That Ledger Shredder, though, being 5 power is, it's kind of rough. Okay, land untapped. You can do it. Let's go. We are getting very fortunate. We haven't faced an Arclight yet. Yeah, it's rough for the opponent. Ah, they gotta have it now. They're halfway through their deck, which is crazy. Oh, they got two. Okay, so 12. Hopefully they don't get another one. Okay, we're going down to 1. Oh boy. Oh boy, two Phoenixes. Here goes nothing. Hoping they don't have Spikefield Hazard, Spikefield Cave finishing us off. Oh, I bet they do. Oh.
Ruthless aggression.
If they don't have Spikefield Hazard, they're dead. They're dead. Okay. I won't get too happy because, you never know. They could have Spikefield Hazard. I'm not going to say good game yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 2 lightning axes, it doesn't matter. 2 fire impulses, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, watch out. Yeah, they don't have it. And that, my friends, is why you play 4 Palani's Hatcher, 4 Regisaur Alpha, and you kill the opponent. Oh. Okay, that is kind of crazy. Also, last night was crazy, but tonight, I took the opponent down to 1 the previous match, and I lost. This opponent takes me down to 1, and I get him in absolutely fantastic fashion. You need all that haste. If you're not playing lots of early creatures, at least against Izzet Phoenix, or any other deck that has removal, they're going to use it on that 1 Palani's, the 1 Regisaur, Xenagos, just to double somebody. If the only thing it doubles is Ghalta, that's pretty good. That's 24 hasty damage. If there was only Regisaur and you lose it to a Lightning Axe, Surrak and Goreclaw, everybody else haste, even if they kill it. Every non-token creature that entered with Ghalta gets a 1/1 counter, gets haste, gets done for. Do I like Pugnacious? Maybe not so much. I definitely love Up the Beanstalk, absolutely. But I kind of like Leyline of Combustion. They don't really target me too much. No, not Leyline. Pugnacious, we're switching that out for Hornet Queen. If I land a Hornet Queen, it's definitely lights out. 5 flying creatures, each of them has Death Touch. They're basically never attacking into it. And I might throw a couple pieces of removal against the Hornet Queen herself, and maybe some of those insects, but they're going to run out pretty quick, I would imagine. Especially if 2 Hornet Queens drop with a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Man, that was good stuff. Always stay positive, because you get to do something like that. Oh!
You won! You did it!
You have no power here.
Wow. The Rage Quit scoop. They had me on the ropes, and I just beat them so bad. That's actually like the Izzet Phoenix match I had a couple days ago. All right. All right. I beat them so bad, they conceded, kind of similar like this. But I guess they're extra mad because, oh, they had me down to 1. Phew. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Still not fast enough. You just have to not die until you get to Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant, and we did exactly that. Doesn't matter if you're at 1 or 10, as long as you win. Okay. Well, a very interesting start to the night indeed. Actually, I think I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. More great music is coming up. I still have only added 1 new one so far. I have a bunch that I'm thinking about. We'll see. If you like anything from Monster Cat, that's the electronic label that you see at the top there. All those songs, it's from them. They have 10,000 or so. But the service I use, I get to download the MP3s, make my own playlist, and yeah, that's what you're listening to right now. So if you have any particular style, something from that label, I might be able to add it. We'll see. But I'll be back in 1 second. Marvel at that potential. All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Man. Fantastic, though, that I don't even need Nurturing Bristleback. It's not always the case, but, well, tonight is a pretty good case so far. I just didn't close my door enough. I try to keep it closed as much as possible, just so my kids don't hear me sleeping in the room right next to me. Hopefully they're good. I'm drinking Pepsi Zero Sugar Lime, my new favorite. Oh, fantastic. The last one, actually, my wife loves it too, so I think I have to pick it up. Another case tomorrow after work, probably. Yeah, we'll keep it the same. Wow. Lovely stuff. Keep in mind, if you haven't seen a Castle Garenbrig by a quarter of the way through, you're looking at 15 cards. You've seen 15. A quarter of the deck, you would hope to see at least 1 Castle Garenbrig by that point. A quarter of your Castle Garenbrigs, 1 of them. So stay positive. If you haven't seen something yet and you're by a certain point, there's a very good chance it's coming up anytime. It could be a Sylvan Scrying that you haven't seen that would get Castle Garenbrig. It could be Castle Garenbrig itself. Commune with Dinosaurs to grab Castle Garenbrig. But that hand is that is absolutely the keeper, though. 2 Sunken Citadels, absolutely worth it. Commercial District, we'll see what's on top. Palani's Hatchery, we don't need that. So we get 1 closer, which is pretty nice. Should be good. Oh look, maybe it's going to be, you know what. Castle Garenbrig, do it. Well, it's not Castle Garenbrig, but I like Tyrranax Rex. If this is what I think it is, I'm going to be a little bit more greedy and grab T-Rex. Chances are it was a little bit better to maybe grab a land, but Keep in mind, I have 2 Sunken Citadels. At any point, when I see Castle Garenbrig, I'm going to be able to make 7. We'll dig for castle right now, again. Still, no castle. Now it has to be that land. But, like I was just mentioning, 47 cards left in the deck. I've done Commune twice, which means there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 8 cards on the bottom. 47 minus 8, 39. I've seen over a third of the deck, and I have not seen Castle Garenbrig. 1 of 4. It's coming up any time now. 2 Fable of the Mirror Breakers is, well, it's kind of rough. We may not be able to punch through this. I was going to say, if they have a Thoughtseize, I mean, I have a lot of... Okay, Commune, you got to find it, buddy. Finally, there we go. Playing Castle Garenbrig this turn, which allows us to go Carnage. 3 lands, 6 green, too little too late. If I draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn, they might be dead. We haven't seen a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant yet, and we're... Oh! Whoa, what's... Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Hold your horses. That was odd. The opponent seemed like they were in a very good position. Maybe their hand was flooded completely. They saw 1 T-Rex, Carnage Tyrant landed. They knew Tyrranax Rex was coming up. They knew it was basically over based on what they had, perhaps. Man, tonight is extra wacky. Just like last night, you never know what you're going to get. But you know, you're going to get there often enough, I would say. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have strings of matches and games where you're using such a low count, you don't see the stuff. That can happen. But Rakdos, though, Izzet Vampires... Well, they would have been able to make 6 mana if they had attacked with the Goblin. Playing Vein Ripper, the 4 lands they have, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Certainly Pugnacious. Get that out of there. Absolutely. Bring in Leyline of Combustion. Now, we'll go with that. Pugnacious Hammerskull is mostly the weakest thing, and it dies easily to, well, the fatal pushes that we all know and love. Wow. But you got to admit, 2 Sunkens in a castle for Carnage Tyrant. That's pretty good stuff. Oh, okay. Huh. Huh.
I am inevitable.
Well, I don't know what that was all about, but I'll take it. I'll take free wins, or maybe the opponent had to step away. Something far more important than playing a game of Magic on Arena. Life happens, perhaps, something like that. But it would have been very painful. I mean, that's a perfect hand. 3 lands to start, Sylvan to grab a Sunken, Commune to maybe dig and grab Sunken, but having enough. Looking at this here, we're able to make 6 with that Sylvan when it did grab Sunken, and maybe their chances would be sunk. Ooh, yeah, something like that. Okay, well, we're flying through them pretty quick tonight. Or the season is almost over. The opponent maybe isn't as motivated to fly up the ladder. Whichever. Huh. Odd. An odd night indeed. It basically seems like I could just do whatever. Up the Beanstalk could basically be whatever. Pugnacious could be whatever. whether that is nurturing Bristleback to sea lands more often, but maybe it's not as needed as I was thinking. If we keep getting there. But if those things can be whatever I want, I would want them to be the best thing possible that elevates everything that I'm already doing. Perfect hand right there. Boom. Love it. It's not absolutely perfect, but Up the Beanstalk, perfectly reasonable. Either I draw a Castle Garenbrig or a Sylvan Scrying to grab Castle, which makes 6 for Carnage. Oh, excuse me. We've got the lovely Regisaur Alpha. If I can make 6 for Carnage Tyrant on turn 4, hopefully I can make 7 on turn 5. And one of that 7 is red for Regisaur. 5 for that. 2 for Ghalta. It is Rakdos or Mono Black though. We're going to be bringing in Leyline of Combustion, absolutely. That darn Up the Beanstalk. It would have been nice to get a turn ahead, get a turn closer to, okay, maybe Mono Black, aggro, something. We have to dig for, well, it's going to be a lands. Dig for that Castle Garenbrig. Absolutely. We're getting there. Getting pretty close. It's coming up. Hopefully no more Thought Seizes, but it's lots of lovely stuff in my hand. Yeah. A land next turn, I hope. Of course I do hope for Castle Garenbrig, but something to start getting Regisaur Alpha and Palani's Hatcher down a double Sign in Blood. I'm okay with that. They must not have a lot going on. Castle Garenbrig, do it. Oh, yeah, it's gotta be. Oh, it is. What did I say? Folks, play it. Carnage. Boom. 7. Next turn. If they can't take out Carnage, Regisaur. I told you exactly how it happened. I swear. Play a Shieldred. Do it. I don't care. I don't. Preacher of the Schism. That's a pretty good card. I'm certainly not blocking. But I said exactly as it would happen. It's not pre-recorded. It's not. I tap to make 6. I'm left with 1 source of red. That Stomping Ground. Boom. Use it up. I'm left with 2. I make a total of 7. Regisaur 5. Ghalta 2. And there you go. What you gonna do? I don't care who blocks. The Preacher is going to block Carnage or Ghalta. So let's get it out of the way. I keep up with you know what.
Ruthless aggression.
Hopefully they don't have Shieldred's Edicts to get rid of Carnage Tyrant. I'm not blocking. I think there's something sacrifice related up their sleeve. Maybe. Or there is just a Xenagos to a double Carnage Tyrant. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shoot. Oh darn. Oh darn, you die. You just die. Okay. Well, that's going all right. Do I like Leyline of Combustion? That's the thing. Mono black, mid-range, whatever you want to call it. I would imagine it has the Vein Ripper. Heaven, I did get them. And I'm not forgetting about those shorter videos. Don't worry, that's still in the mix. I still love to make them, but I must admit, sometimes I do fall asleep. Sleep is important. This is also important, but good dinosaur action, absolutely. Yeah. We didn't see Soren, we didn't see the Vein Ripper. I think I'm okay. No, Pugnacious is out of there. It's an easy to kill creature, doesn't have trample. Now we'll go with Leyline. I like that. I just want to use Leyline of Combustion a little bit. It is the art used in the thumbnail tonight, so yeah. Oh, it is. It is always awesome to see Dinos win. Tonight, I don't know, it might have been the wackiest night. Not the wackiest. There is a lot of wacky nights, but pretty wacky. I thought it was pretty reasonable though. Sunken, Stomping Ground, and the Forest. You know, I draw another Sunken. Okay. So, Sylvan Scrying to grab Castle, Commune to dig for Castle, or I just draw Castle, and oh, Field of Ruin, my Sunken Citadel. Oh, shucks. Good. I mean, it could be a little rough. If they don't use Field of Ruin, we could catch them off guard. We wait until the absolute opportune moment. We're gonna mostly be dead, unfortunately, due to that pesky Graveyard Glutton. Maybe they take out Stomping Ground. Okay, they don't. That's alright. Excuse me. At least I still have a few forests. Now, hopefully I draw Castle next turn. I don't draw Castle next turn. That's okay. I will be able to play Palani's Hatcher. Mostly dead, especially if they play Shieldred. Nuts. Darn. Okay. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Ooh. Invoke Despair does target. That's a pretty cool thing. It's not each opponent sacrifices the creature, target opponent. Do I like it? Maybe. Do I like Hornet Queen? I kind of like Hornet Queen. With the creatures they have, Death Touch creatures, all of that, I think Hornet Queen could be a little bit nicer. Culling Ritual, not doing a whole lot. Pick your poison, using it to sacrifice a vampire, the Vein Ripper with flying. We haven't seen it yet. It could be a very real possibility. The opponent just hasn't seen a Soren, hasn't seen a Vein Ripper. There is that chance, but well, keep it like that. Kinda like it. A little bit. Commune to dig for Castle Garenbreak at the very least, but two Hornet Queens is kind of nice. It could be a lot worse. We'll keep it like that. And there's the Sylvan Scrying, protected against the, well, what would have been a potential Thoughtseize. Now hopefully they don't have Field of Ruin. Things are looking good. We'll go with Commune to start, just to dig for a Sunken that we get.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Okay. I'm liking the looks of this. Another Carnage Tyrant, yes please. Playing that next turn, I hope. Good. Carnage Tyrant next turn. Hornet Queen the turn after that. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I don't need well, I kind of need another Sunken Citadel, but hopefully no Shieldred's Edict. Good. Oh darn. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take the two and we're gonna see what happens, what they play. Shieldred, it's nice. Definitely. But a Hornet Queen also is pretty nice, I hope. At the very least, it stops the opponent from being super duper aggressive. Just open the stream. Sideboard tech this week. Well, Chaos Gaming. Some pretty interesting stuff. Leyline of Combustion, 4 copies in the sideboard, bringing it in if we face off against an opponent that targets us a lot or our creatures. Yeah, that should do the trick. Hopefully, Vein Ripper, the new Vein Ripper with Rakdos Vampires, its ability, whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life and they gain 2 life. It's not a May clause, so I'm kind of hoping to maybe abuse that fact, possibly. We're gonna see. They're forced to lose 2 or take 2 damage. I would have to have at least 2 Leyline of Combustions out. They gain 2 life, so having 1 negates that 2 they gain. If I have 2, they would eventually, well, they would take 2 and stack the ley lines. We'll see. We'll see. That's the main idea, though. But the main idea is just another Hornet Queen, and maybe the opponent will just concede right there. Ruthless aggression. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is painful. Okay. Okay. That's pretty funny. That's good. Strong for dinos. Yeah. No more extinction event. Good Aclazots. That's a pretty cool card, but it's pretty cool when we just kill them. Yeah. That's what I want to be doing. Good old Carnage T. Yeah, nothing too crazy. It doesn't seem like I need to be doing a whole lot of stuff. If tonight is any indication. Oh, okay. I forgot about the life link. Hopefully we're not done in. I don't think they're dealing 14 to us in a single turn, but you never know. Yeah, nothing too crazy sideboard tech-wise, though. Worried about that Vein Ripper, but I haven't been facing it all that much. Maybe they have... Ooh, Meat Hook Massacre. That would be bad. Shieldred, not too bad. Still dead. Dinos and bugs, absolutely. Hornet Queen did the trick. Oh shucks, I'm down to 8. 8 to 8, ain't that great. Ooh. I don't know. I wasn't using Hornet Queen for a few days there. Quite a few days, actually. It's kind of nice. I try to use something as often as possible, grind 30 matches, 40, 50, get a really good feel for it. See a certain card in different scenarios, take it out. But then I really notice that card's absence, and that certainly has been Hornet Queen. Adding it back in, what could have achieved what Hornet Queen achieved in that matchup? Imagine if Hornet Queen was anything else, any other creature for 7, would not have had quite the impact that was needed. Oh, bunch of flying things, death touch, trade with every single creature, any creature that the opponent has. It's gotta help. It's gotta help, absolutely. And it's just pretty cool. And it's so completely unique. All these flying things. Oh, it packs a punch. A necessary punch. And it helps shore up a lot of painful matchups. Things that have happened. I mean, we're super flooded here. I'll probably go back down to 18, I must say. Especially if I have cost reduction. That also helps play the big stuff. Maybe the big stuff cost 6. Goreclaw, Nylea, reducing all those things. Yeah, that's a good illustration. Hornet Queen, what cost 7? Type it in on Arena or Scryfall, whatever. Look up every creature that has a mana value of 7. That is mono green. And you're like, nothing is quite as impactful as that. Good. Tonight's been absolutely insane, though. I mean, I haven't missed nurturing Bristleback. I've loved having that space for something else. Certainly, I think it was overkill, and some of you guys on the Discord, if you haven't joined already, definitely do so. But you did mention that nurturing Bristleback maybe wasn't quite as needed. I wanted to still use it, maybe trim it back to 1 or 2 copies, but today, no copies. And, well, we're getting there. We won't get there with this hand, though. I might risk it if I was on the draw. I have an extra chance to see that second land, which technically I should always see in my opening hand if you have 18. I mean, I do like Pugnacious, but if they have removal and stuff, Pugnacious is not going to be sticking around. We're losing Up the Beanstalk. And maybe this is finally, I can't believe I'm saying finally Rakdos Vampires. We're going to see that Vein Ripper on turn 3. Man, okay. Nobody likes back-to-back Thoughtseize. Nobody likes you-know-what. Soren. Oh, okay. Phew. Okay, but yeah, yes please. Sylvan Scrying to grab a Sunken. Next turn we're making 7 for Tyrranax Rex. It's like I have 8 Sunken Citadels, 8 chances to see Sunken. The 4 copies of it, the Sylvan Scrying to dig and grab it. Yes, and that actually makes pretty good sense. It was meant to be. Heaven, I didn't even make that connection until you mentioned it. Hornet Queen. Hornet Queen is staying in. 100%. That's perfection. It's pretty cool. Dragonflies, fun fact, they have the highest success rate of a hunting creature. Okay. I know when we're mostly done for. I would imagine we're done for. Pretty much. If they can't kill Tyrranax Rex, we would kill them next turn, maybe. We're about to find out. But yeah, 95% success rate, roughly, for a Dragonfly. That's pretty cool. I don't know a Hornet. I don't think they hunt too much, but... oh, we almost got him. We almost got him. If they didn't have that third Thoughtseize, there's a very real possibility the poison from 2 Tyrranax Rexes, getting them to 10 poison counters, more than 10, they would have been at 12. That would have done them in. That's not another Tyrranax Rex, and that will unfortunately be a loss. That was, pretty close. Tyrranax Rex is a fantastic card, but Vein Ripper, now that's something. Can I survive attacking with Tyrranax Rex? No, what am I thinking? Reflection of Kiki Jiki is going to be copying it. I almost forgot about that. We almost got him, but we know what it is. Pick Your Poison is in. Leyline of Combustion is in. Pugnacious, excuse me, Pugnacious is out. Finally facing off against the dastardly Vein Ripper. Nylea, Goreclaw, stuff that easily dies. We got to make space somewhere. 1 Ghalta. Yeah. I don't think they have too many Sheodrids. Maybe 1 or 2, perhaps. Maybe none. But keeping in Up the Beanstalk to dig and see what I need to see just a little bit sooner. Oh, that's basically perfect. I mean, we're going to be looking at all the mana we need. I do like Commune. Digging for Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant, maybe getting a flashy win at some point here. Just nice to get Up the Beanstalk. I'm going to go with that instead of Sylvan. Oh, okay. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant might be a little bit more scary, or they just play Vein Ripper on turn 3 coming up, and there's not a whole lot we're going to be doing, sadly. We got to start setting up and just hope for the best. Flooded completely at this point with the lands that we have. Okay. But maybe I get Pick Your Poison coming up. I've got 3 of them. Oh, it's not. Okay. It's not the Vein Ripper. I'll take it. I do like a... Okay, this is the tough part. Sunken Citadel would mean... Yeah, we're doing it. Sunken Citadel means 8 next turn. Hopefully no Thoughtseize. Just be aggressive. Casting Ghalta draws me a card plus my card for the turn. If they do anything with their mana, the other bit that they have, maybe just maybe I will kill them. A smuggler. Okay, let's do it. Draw a dino. Oh, Pick Your Poison is good. Alright, we're about to find out if we got him. Dino. Do a dino. No more lands. Don't do. Oh, Xenagos. Okay. That's what it's all about. They're dead. They're just dead. See you later, bud. Wow. What you gonna do? Oh, hopefully I timed that right. I know I did, I guess a little bit prematurely. One moment there, I used the fantastic Conan right as the action was happening. It is nice. I do love sprinkling in those little clips here and there. It makes it all that much better. But just let the action happen, do the thing, then have the action, or do the ruthless aggression. Okay, Keep the plan the same, even though we didn't need the ley line, we didn't need the Pick Your Poison. We got fortunate. It's not like the Rakdos Vampire opponent will always have Vein Ripper on turn 3 with Sorin. It's not totally bad. This hand is... You know what? It could work out. Commercial District is our forest. It's Surveil. If it's something we don't need on the top, we just send it to the graveyard. Could be alright. Oh, Thoughtseize. Oh darn. Oh darn. I don't have those early cheap spells to see my other lands. It's just a lot of big stuff. Everything is bad. Doesn't really matter. Oh, well, I mean, if only Leyline of Combustion was anything else. It would be on the battlefield now. Okay. I mean, I do like Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. One has been cut. If I said it, I think it has to be. We have to increase the chance of seeing lands, seeing Commune, Sylvan Scrying, and all that stuff. Give us the best chance possible. But yeah, that's unfortunate. That's sometimes how it happens. It feels extra bad seeing that ley line be the first card you draw. Commune sunken. Our chances have maybe sunken. It's got to be a land. We got to keep hitting that at the very least. We'll get to Carnage Tyrant eventually, but it might be too late. Maybe I should have brought in Culling Ritual. Some of the vampires are 2 mana value or less, and they make tokens, and the blood tokens, well, hard to say. But you are seeing the double red from Leyline. If it's not in my opening hand, making that 2 red could be a little bit rough, to say the least. Ooh. JDX, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. And, well, hopefully I get the job done. anything can happen, as we've seen tonight. Okay. What you gonna do? Thoughtseize and get rid of one of the three big things that you don't want to see any. Maybe it's a vein. Okay. Vein Ripper. Okay. Okay. I know when I've lost. It's pretty easy. I'm doing well. Hopefully everybody's doing well watching right now, later on, or at the very least you're relaxing nicely. That's always the hard part, being a creative with anything. Perhaps not abstract art. I always imagine abstract art is pretty easy, but with mixing and making music, you could tweak the beat a little bit, add this, how does it sound? I hear something else that might be good. You add it at the end. Just how does the flow work? I imagine you could get paralyzed by choice, making the timing a little bit different, whatever. All of that stuff. A lot of stuff has a lot of depth and many aspects to it. Once you dive deep a little bit. I don't know. Even if it is overused, I think that in particular, people would appreciate it. Or maybe you find something else, perhaps a little bit similar to that, still with the same sort of feel. It's got to be Pugnacious at this point. A little bit unfortunate there wasn't a land in that top 5, but Amalia Explorer, I know. I played Ocarina of Time a lot. That was my absolute favorite game on the Nintendo 64. I didn't even know where to get that first sword from the Kukri. At least that's how I pronounce it. The Kukri village. Couldn't find out how to get the sword. This was basically before internet, when it was dial-up. At least I got my third land, but that was painful stuff, I must admit. Hopefully they don't play the Wild Growth Walker. Played it first on the 3DS. Okay, so you had lots of good internet by that point. I was back with the original Ocarina of Time. Lovely stuff. Maybe we can make some magic happen. Sylvan Scrying at the very least. Getting our sunken. We're going to be making quite a bit soon. I could really get Ghalta next turn. I won't attack with Pugnacious. I'm going to hope... okay, well, our chances have gotten lost, unfortunately. I do love that. Explore on your own. I hope we go back to that. I think that's what's been missing. Yeah, I'm going with Carnage Tyrant. Hoping, again, that I draw another land next turn. I made 6. If I could make 7, Regisaur plus. Okay, well, they're getting Wild Growth Walker. And we're dead next turn. Get that concede. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, they didn't get you-know-who. We're not dead yet. Oh boy. Still no Wild Growth. Yep, they're digging for it desperately. Maybe they got it. Get the concede button ready. We're about to lose. Okay. Maybe not quite. You never know. Yeah. The first boss is awesome. Gamora or whatever, the spider with the eye that you have to shoot with your slingshot. I love it. Man. That was sweet. We're dead. Even if Amalia Abzan, Amalia doesn't do their combo. They got a lot of fantastic creatures. I'm kind of surprised to see it. I haven't seen it in a long time, but Culling Ritual, you got to imagine that could be devastating if we hit them at the right time. That would do the trick. Taking out all their little creatures that gain them life, well, that's going to be our best bet. Leyline of Combustion, though, let me think. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses life. So that's not a targeted effect with Dina. Okay, we don't have to worry. Don't need Leyline. Pugnacious, not really doing a whole lot for us. Yeah, it's a creature. If they're going to do their thing, they're going to win anyways. Pugnacious is not really going to be helping us. Yeah. The rolling, everything. It was hilarious. It was fun. It was difficult. And this is not a difficult hand to keep. Absolutely. Sunken needs to be black. I've got my 2 green I need from 1 castle, 1 commercial district. So we're able to go Culling Ritual. Lovely. Oh, Cavern. We'll keep the Cavern. We'll be able to make 7 now with the specific... okay, well, Culling Ritual is going goodbye. 100%. Hopefully I draw another one. The Deep Cavern Bat is deeply good. Deeply painful. Hopefully I get Carnage Tyrant next turn and get a body down at least. Voice of the Blessed. It is... It's good. It's good. We need that. No, that's not exactly what I was hoping for. But hey, Up the Beanstalk. Hopefully I don't draw a Sunken and I'm kicking myself. Okay. I'll play another one. That's pretty sweet. Alright. Maybe that got me. Culling Ritual. Drawing 2 cards. I got a little bit closer. Culling Ritual. Culling Ritual. Do it. That's not Culling Ritual, but we still might be able to get the job done. I'm going to try for a Tyrranax Rex. We'll see what happens. Surprised I didn't draw a card from that. Or draw a land. Hopefully it happens next turn. Okay. The Deep Cavern Bat gains them life and it starts the combo, which might not be all bad. Actually, Voice of the Blessed will get indestructible, so it's not destroyed. Never mind. Okay. Get the job done. Really, I might have been able to get him. If I had drawn a land next turn, playing Ghalta, I might have just simply had enough aggression that would have been for... Perhaps. Really should have played it out, because, yeah, if I drew a land untapped next turn, that would have been pretty cool. There would have been an uphill battle either way, but... or it could have been Culling Ritual as well. Okay. That is lovely stuff. Any rogue deck. I mean, Dinosaurs, of course, are pretty rogue in Magic the Gathering. But it's always nice to hear that, yeah, people do find success with different stuff. Okay. Hey, if you can make it work, if I can make it work, if you can make it work, and if you can have a good time doing it, that's what it's all about. Maybe it's going to be another Rakdos Vampires. At the very least, we got... Okay, come on, Up the Beanstalk. What is What is going on? It's not a land on top coming up, so increase the chances of seeing it. Oh, perfection. Absolutely. Turn that Sylvan into a sunken. Sunken next turn plus up the beanstalk. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try locals at some point. My local game store. Nah. Really should have gone Sylvan Scrying. I was getting excited talking about stuff, and that would have been better, grabbing Sunken Citadel for next turn. But we'll grab it coming up, and we'll play Ghalta at some point. And if they don't have the Vein Ripper yet, we'll get them. Get them. Okay. -3, you know who. Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. I'd practice something up a little bit, try my best, see if we get the job done, as I might here. I'll kill him next turn if they don't Thoughtseize away Xenagos. I'll be able to make 8. The sequencing, I mean, Dinosaurs, what I'm doing here is pretty easy and straightforward. Somewhat. Timing it just right, but finding the combination. You just play the one thing, Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant, it puts all the stuff out, and that's good. Yeah. No Thoughtseize, don't do it. No, no, so close. So far. They dodged a bullet. Their life flashed before their eyes, seeing Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, which is going. Oh, they have 2 Thoughtseizes. Okay. Oh, they goofed up. Did they goof up? Oh my goodness.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen,
They
then the hell with you.
They messed up big time. Surprise, math is hard. Ooh. Good game, buddy. Absolute goof. Oh, shucks. There you go. Xenagos is going to make Ghalta 24-24. Maybe they thought it was all over anyway. Speaking of, yeah.
Ruthless.
That's what it calls for. Arfie and Arnie. Yeah, that does rhyme. Yeah. Huh. I mean, look at Ghalta. It's so powerful. It's exactly what the life total of the opponent is. Just one thing. Oh, shucks. They fatal pushed a little creature. Man, that is really, really good. Really good. Hey, that makes it all the much better. Having you here, having commentary from you guys. But even if you don't, even if you're asleep right now, if you're listening to this in the morning or the afternoon, whenever it is, that's all good. Yeah. JDX, everybody else who is here to join it live, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody watching, especially when I devastate an opponent just like that. But we got fortunate. They are not going to make that mistake again. I would make a lot of mistakes playing Pokemon because it does sound like it is pretty intense. The sequencing and everything. Rough stuff. Switching, benched Pokemon, and complex for sure. All right. Good stuff. Good luck, JDX, and anybody else. Whatever game you're playing, whether it's this or other stuff. Green technology. Huh. I like it. Hopefully it's a green playmat that you're using, or a leaf-themed playmat, something like that. However, we got to keep in mind, I'm getting ahead of myself. They're not going to do that again. They know what will potentially happen. The death. The death. Huh. They have the Vein Ripper. They gotta have it. Pick your poison, we bring it in. Trim 3 Pugnacious. More? Yeah, let's do more. Nylea? Yeah, let's do that. I want to bring in all the ley lines again. Okay, that's pretty good. Trimming 1 Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. I could probably trim all or maybe just 3. Because this deck has the Thought Seizes and whatnot, there's a very real chance that, well, I just don't have a lot of creatures for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant to put out. But I do love that hand. We've got Pick Your Poison, which if they get the Vein Ripper on turn 3, it's dead. And we also have Up the Beanstalk as well. But Sylvan Scrying, absolutely, no question. Turn it into that Castle Gamerbreak. Good. Alright. Mess them up. Do a fake out, I guess. Although the opponent is getting mana screwed up, fine by me. I don't mind. I always love a fake out, whether it's Magic the Gathering, choosing some wacky sleeves. They think, oh darn, my opponent is mono red, and then I surprise them with Dinos, or they see a dark energy playmat. Oh, I know what's coming up. It's that Charizard or the Gengar. I don't know exactly. I always like the mind game potential of stuff. I mean, we're both getting screwed here. Yeah, okay. Painful. We'll get there one day. Hey, go Sorin, go Vein Ripper. This is wacky, though. Alright. Let's see it. One more land. Start drawing cards with Up the Beanstalk and hopefully devastate them. Sunken Citadel. Sylvan Scrying. Commune to dig to grab Sunken. Oh. You never know what you're going to get. Huh. Okay. Wacky. Vein Ripper coming in hot, maybe? Oh, okay. Fine by me. It's gone. Good. Scorpion, how's it going, mate? Oh, you missed a lot of good stuff here. You joined at the perfect moment, though, because I'm using Pick Your Poison to get out of here. Oh, shoot. 1 green, Vein Ripper. Dead. There you go. Oh, boy. Commune to hopefully dig for Sunken Citadel. 1 of 3 Sunken Citadels, I'll take it. So, now they're in a bind. Oh boy. We start drawing cards. Hopefully they don't play Shieldred, or else we may be dead. Okay, that's not good. Hopefully I get another Pick Your Poison. Then they have to sacrifice Bloodletter of Aclazots. We basically have to see it. Okay, we don't. This is a tough one. Can I get myself out of this situation? I'm pretty sure I'm dead next turn. I have to play something with multiple bodies. It has to be Palani's Hatcher. Just to give myself some sort of a fighting chance against this opponent. We'll find out. I would imagine we're done for. Okay, that does tend to do it. Doesn't get wackier than that. Keep it the same. Hopefully, finally see Leyline of Combustion. Hopefully I see multiples. It would be nice to start off with 2. It's not very common, but it is extra satisfying, turning an opponent's Thoughtseize into them losing 6. They lose 2 life and then 2 ley lines deal 4. That's not great. They probably, maybe they won't Thoughtseize, maybe they will, but still, 1 black, 6. They go down by 6. I think we got to keep that. We start off with a Castle Garenvig, which is... yeah, I'm paying that too. Again, turn Commune into Commercial District. I like that. I think Thoughtseize would have gotten rid of Commune, so we know what we're against. We have to increase the... there you go. There you go. Now, Beanstalk is gone. I'm almost certain it would have been Commune, so... turn it into something they can't discard. Turn it into that Commercial District. Oh, okay. Take the opportunity for Up the Beanstalk. Just start stacking that, and that's going to be good. Might as well. Draw into that. Pick your poison. Oh, hopefully. Okay. We're rolling in it now. Oh my. Don't be Vein Ripper. Don't be Vein Ripper. Oh, it's Vein Ripper. They played Sorin for 3 and we're not dead yet. Bloodletter of Aclazot's also not a pretty sight. Hey, next turn, if I draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, they're dead. I might be dead, depending what they play. Okay. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant for the win. 100% for the win. There's no getting out of it. If I see her, oh, there's 2. Okay. I didn't do the math. Bloodletter of Aclazot's is a pretty good card. I just didn't see Pick Your Poison. Would have been nice. But it's also nice to know if I had lived, if I had drawn one specific thing, they would have been 100% dead. They were at full health, and they would have been dead. Hasty, doubled. Whew. I must admit, Xenagos has been pretty good a couple times tonight, and I haven't used him for a bit. For a while there was multiple copies of Xenagos because it is so impactful. Whew. My oh my. I think that's a perfect point to leave it at. Not so much for you, Scorpion, but hey, hopefully you enjoyed, especially watching everything back. Man, a fantastic night all around. Tons of fantastic wins, tons of surprising wins. So definitely take a bite out of that like button if you haven't already. Join the Discord if you haven't. I'm always talking about dinosaurs and lots of other stuff. But have a good night. JDX, Scorpion, everybody else watching right now. Later on, Heaven as well. Chaos Gaming eats chocolate for cash. Peace.